map number 2. Here we have on the top left, again, we do have your Shanghai Staggered. You're going to have Star Super King coming in for as a sub. Mirari and Rune Lee going to be your healers. Ranger, Hoover, and Cactus. And who do we got in the top right over there, Julik?
On the top right, we have Summer Haze, once again, sticking with the main tank pick, most likely Reinhardt. We also have a new sub, I believe, is NDS. Quad will stay on DPS. Ghost Boast, it's also, I believe, a sub coming in. Honey Badger sticking on the tank role as well, and Lynx thinks it's sticking to that support.
Oh yeah, and this is one of my fun maps right now. I do like Nepal very much. There's hopefully we'll get to see Sanctum later, but this is going to be your control map, where the team who takes the first 2 out of the 3 full maps and controlling the center will get the win for this one. Right? They are setting up this first one. I am actually happy to see Cactus on the hamster, because the hamster will be able to hook into the middle and just start rolling around in circles, knocking people off the point. If you don't focus him down, he will be a big nuisance. How would you deal with a hamster that is hooked in the middle?
I will deal the way LA Mortal seems to be planning on dealing with a Hammond that no longer will be in play, but with the Mei. With the Mei wall. Just put the wall in there and have him run into it.
Very nice, but right now we do have in Shanghai the tanks of Rhine and Hog. You don't usually see that combination.
Rhine and Hog, yeah, it's going to be what it seems a very, very aggressive push by the Shanghai team. And they're going to go ahead and keep the shield up, but going to keep Roadhog a full blast on their shield.
Mirai getting hit by Quab, fist to the face and into the center. Right now we have a charge in from Summer Haze, going to be walled off. Hopefully trying to find somebody. Another fist, going to get Super King. Unfortunately, Cactus charges Ghost Boat and gets in the back. Right now it is kind of still 4v5 right now. Cactus, after getting that hit, Doomfist in the back, trying to finish off that Lucio. Not really finding purchase. Cactus finishing off Honeybagger in the back. NDS does get Cactus, however, after he gets that Fire Strike off on the Mei. Still fighting, still almost anyone's game except for right now. That's going to be already an ult coming out from Doomfist. Not finding purchase when Caster does get Summer Haze. As you know, there is, looks like Super King right now on the Reaper, doing a lot of work here on the point.
Excellent. So we have a Reaper coming in at play now by the Shanghai, trying to essentially take care of the
find out 2 people though. And it charged up to NDS, so makes him fall down. And this Link's going to just dash around as best he can. It's kind of holding the point right now, so Cactus is going to fall soon. Runely actually trying to hold this point and make sure they can't get enough percentage. I like to see him actually run away. He does start running away.
Good call, good call. And I like the fact that LA Mortals decided to stick with the Mei, even though it's a completely different game type. They noticed that it worked on defense. They noticed that they had no good counter to their Mei, and that their Pharah perhaps wasn't taking full advantage of her aerial superiority, so they're going to go ahead and bet again on the Mei and see if it can delay their tactics.
Yeah, right now we do have the Shanghai. They do have High Noon coming up. Their whole Hog will be up in very shortly. Runely getting taken down by Quab again. Charge coming out from Summer Haze, doesn't find anybody to purchase. A counter charge by Cactus, doesn't find anybody either. Getting frozen. Caster going to take down Quab and Honey Badger below in the back. NDS getting Super King, and they're going to start moving forward now because they do have the advantage by 1 until Ghostbed was take down Cactus with a stun. Ranger Hooves trying to figure out should he used his whole Hog, didn't find purchase with a Shatter, going to get him on the floor. High Noon coming out, but unfortunately Summer Haze does get his shield back up in time, and they're going to fall back right now for Shanghai. That's another full hold by the LA Mortals.
So another observation on the LA side, not only do they have a Mei, but they have 3 supports. Now the question is, they have 3 supports and the other team, Range over there with the Roadhog doing a lot of damage. One would assume that LA wouldn't be able to stop them, but the heals are keeping up.
And there we have a Mei wall right now trying to catch Cactus off. Cactus does get charged. He's going to counter charge. He gets frozen before his charge finds purchase. Reaper is trying to flank, but gets Quab up in the air. Caster does take down NDS. That's going to be a beatdown coming down, and a dive. Something that's going to get Summer Haze, Honey Badger down as well. And that is a charge to finish off Ghost Boat. And right now we have 6 members of the Shanghai alive that finally gets the capture. We still had 5 ults that were not used by the LA Mortals to stop that.
And LA Motors, in my opinion, did the right thing in not wasting one single ult, because now they have all that momentum, all those ults, probably use the Mei, there we go, and to gain control on the point.
And we were able to Mei ult out. The Shatter only gets 1 person, however, they did see before he was able to get that flanking Shatter. Caster being hit all the way in the back. Quab going to finish off mid right after Super King takes down Lynx Thinks. But right now it is essentially if they can start to lose, if they can win this fight, they are going to get the they're going to get the cap. They right now have 15 seconds to regroup and get this one last push for the Shanghai, but they don't have any ults in their arsenal, and none of them are really close. We still, however, do have the Shatter. We'd have Coalescence. We do have the Beat Drop over here on the defense, quote-unquote, defensive side right now of the LA Immortals. It is in their favor. They have 4 seconds to get on the point. They need somebody to charge in Cactus. Cactus tries to charge in, almost getting stopped by the Maywall, but does get out from the point, starting overtime. Shatter gonna get Cactus on the floor. Doesn't find a charge after Summer Haze, but trying to do another knockdown, but just nothing happens. Cactus Shatter does not find purchase. Caster does get Quab up by being on the fair. Super King gonna be on getting down Summer Haze. Ghost Boat does get Cactus and Runely down, however. It is still 2v3 in favor of the LA Immortals. Super King goes down. Caster does take Link Leaks, and there's gonna be a rally coming out. Good dash our way from Mirai. He's trying to battle this Brigitte, but right now Brigitte's going to win. Fair is still up in the air, doing a lot of damage. If he gets down too low, though, he's going to be taken down. They're a healing orb from the Moira. Very perfectly done. However, he does get fisted in the face, and Ghost Boat going to be able to get Caster out of the way. Really trying to do a little Lucio thing of jumping as much as he can. Hog does get on the point, but Coalescence is going to start shooting, doing a lot of damage and healing at the same time. Just get finished up by Quab. Fire in the hole going to be coming out from Shanghai, trying to find purchase somewhere. It does take out Summer Haze before his Fire Strike does take it out. He was in line to get it. Thinks does get Cactus out of his mech. Coalescence coming out from Mirai. A Meteor Strike going to come out. Going to land on Cactus. Does not take out Mirai, unfortunately, until after he fists it. And that's going to be a fantastic hold by the LA Mortals.
And I am just happy that NDS just used the beat at the very last second of the match. He was holding that beat the entire match. I don't know if that's high IQ or play or not, but he had it just in case. I assumed that was gonna come out when the tire came out by the Junkrat on Super King, but nope, no beat. So that was an interesting little fact there on that last play.
Oh, it's fun to watch, and you saw a lot of good rounds coming out from both sides, because that was fun on either side. I'm curious if they're going to change anything up right now. I would like, and Honey Badger, this is May's stage right here. It covers the entire side, kind of preventing the one team from moving forward. And what I usually like to see happen is that both teams go high ground, but instead, LA Immortals looks like they're going to be coming around straight to the point. Both teams coming straight to the point, in fact.
Interesting. I wonder how they're going to deal with this Doomfist Quab, who has been making a lot of damage, a lot of heavy impact.
He is getting those. He's able to find those fists. Cactus getting almost walled off. Does not find a purchase anywhere. However, Link does get Super King. Cactus getting a charge on Ghostbed. However, he's in the enemy territory and gets fisted by Quab. Right now, it is still even until Summer Haze took down Runely. And Quab going to take down Caster. Then right now it's in favor of LA Immortals, so it's just the Hog and the Moira here. Gets frozen. Moira trying to do a little back and forth, trying to find purchase somewhere and maybe do some damage, get some ult charge, but taken down by Summer Haze. Perhaps we'd like to see him try and run away instead of stagger the point just a little bit, because we're going to have to wait for you to respawn.
Once again, I don't see an answer for the Doomfist on the Shanghai side. They have a Reaper who's trying to flank, but Quab is doing a great job at looking out, looking for the flanks, and essentially just pushing them out of the way.
Perhaps Shanghai is hoping to either hook or stun them, and it's not finding purchase right now. Quab kind of being in the middle. There's a stun in the air. Shatter getting Summer Haze on the ground, getting 2 other members of the LA Mortals on the ground, but the beat drop does protect them from dying. Range Rover is going to take down Quab finally. Ghostbed taking down Cactus, and it is still kind of in favor right now of LA Mortals as they continue finishing off. Caster going to get frozen. And they are just staggering up. They could have finished it off a lot sooner, but they waited until the very last second so they can stagger him those few extra precious seconds. I'd like to see some changes right now that we do. We have Super King going to be changing on to the Junkrat. Actually, if you think about it, a very good counter to Doomfist, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I actually do think that's an answer. Is it the best answer for this problem? I don't think so. One, because
not, Quab, but it is.
Quab was taken out of the fight that last second round by range, but you still have the Brigitte focusing any target Brian has on his sights.
And the Waywall does not find a purchase with getting Cactus separated. He was getting charged, however, he was not able to find complete purchase. And unfortunately, Caster goes down to Quab before he can use his High Noon. May ult going to be kind of staggering and splitting the team of Shanghai. Cactus getting taken down by Link's Thinks, and that is a frozen Hog that is not even able to push forward. They are going to continue pushing forward. I'd like to actually see them back up, because right now they are well behind in terms of people down. Mirai using her damage orb as just to kind of get a little extra damage, maybe a little extra ult charge, so Coalescence can come a little bit sooner. Quab trying to do a little bit of poke, and they are now going to be pushing forward for these last 10 seconds so they can get on the point. Quab here on the left, going to be focusing, maybe getting Cactus, does get the punch, but does not find the wall. He gets a lot more damage. All right, I can see some wall comes out, High Noon coming out. waiting for the Maywall to come down. As soon as it goes down, we see Caster shoot. Does get Summer Haze down. They Shatter going to finish off NDS. Fire in the hole going to be coming out. That's going to get Quab and Honey Badger. Cactus does get Ghost Boat, and right now that is a lot of ults used, but they needed to. Otherwise, they would have gotten that point. Well done, Shanghai.
Super King coming in clutch with that ult, as well as Cactus with his Rhine ult on the point, making space for everyone to jump in and take over. Now we have Quab with an ult on the LA side, as well as Lynx. Now, I would like to point out how extremely organized Summer Race, Ghost, and Honey Badger have been playing this past 2 rounds. Extremely.
We love seeing some team play right now. And right now we do have King's kind of Super King being by himself. He's being chased down by Ghostboat, almost getting taken out. He does fall down to Ghostboat's last little pick. He goes up there by himself. Bob gonna find Caster in the background. Maywall splitting the team again. Charge is gonna get Ghostboat. Unfortunately goes down. Cactus getting charged by Summer Haze as well. Spite is on the point. Meteor Strike coming down is gonna find Runely. Another separating the Moira from the rest of the team right now. She's just kind of behind the point, trying to find some time. Does get slightly punched in the face. Does kind of go away, healing her way, trying to stagger him just a little bit. Does not quite get back in time, so it is still overtime right now for LA Immortals. Coalescence coming out, trying to do extra damage. Quab does get Caster, who has switched off, trying to play Doomfist himself. Another May ult coming onto the point. That's going to get Cactus frozen, and it is just Runely up in a corner. And
all by himself.
All by himself. Does not look like Hog's going to be able to make it to the point, and that's going to be a 2-0 in favor of LA Immortals.
I cannot stress how important the coordination between Honey Badger, Summer Race, and Ghost was for these two points. They at all times were moving together and finding the one stagger player and focusing him down without a second thought.
They did it on the Junkrat on that last point. He was up by himself. He was trying to get around and get behind, or get back to his team. However, he was getting separated, stunned, and then finally finished off before the healers could get to him.
Yeah, and if we look at the their comp, they had, in theory, 1 DPS, and that was all their damage. While on the Shanghai side, they had a McCree, a Junkrat, a Pharah at one point. So in theory, it wasn't so much about the damage. It was more about how well they deploy their tactic of
and who are they focusing, just calling them out. Because again, they did, like as you said, DPS is DPS, but Brigitte can DPS. May not necessarily being high DPS unless you can hit her right clicks, but those all put together with stuns and CC and just calling out targets, you will kill somebody, whether they're with the team or not. So well fought, and GG's on there on the Nepal.